What's up guys, it's James First, and welcome to another pickups video. This one is going to be way longer than the home at one since that was only a few things that I got, but I want to do more pickups video, and this is everything I got in January. I got quite a bit of games, so let's get into it with the first release of the new year, Eastman More, the Alpha Velgana. I've been a fan of the East games since East 8, Lacrimosa Adana, and I'm glad more are coming to the Switch. I believe also Memories of Celceta. Yeah, that's the one. Is coming to the Switch sometime this year in the States or Japan or probably both. But I'm going through East 10 Nordics, so I haven't had a chance to try this one out. But after I finish East 10 Nordics, I'm gonna get to this one. And continuing with the new releases this month, or yeah, uh, Nintendo's big game of January, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. I just actually beat this one last night. I'm going through the special world now. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm really enjoying it. I know people got a lot of flack for gave it a lot of flack for the price, and it's an old Wii game that was ported to the 3DS and now ported to the Switch. But I'm happy it's on the Switch because I like having more games accessible on my Switch since it's one of my favorite consoles of all time, my favorite console to collect. And I'm always excited of whatever comes next. And I also got the GameStop pre-order bonus, which is a little pin holder. It's pretty cool, honestly. And I believe it was on the same week Tales of Grace's F Remastered came out. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't really expecting this Tales game to get ported over so soon. I thought at least Zillia was next since that was heavily rumored. But I'm glad Grace's F came over. It was stuck on the PS3 and Wii for so long. Well, the Wii in Japan, but for the States and the PS3. But I'm glad it's over. I love Grace's F, and I can't wait to go through it again. It took me a while. If you know me from my Instagram days, I used to do this thing called Backlog of the Month, and this game was on. It was like on Backlog of the Month for like 6 months straight. I'm like, I'm almost done, and then I had to grind so I could beat the final boss. So yeah. And the last new release of January, well, the new release, the rest are VGP orders, is Fans of Brave the Lost Hero. I have never heard of this game until the Nintendo Direct, and people were saying, "Oh, this is a sequel to a 20-year-old game on the PS2." I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And I love NIS America. Or NIS in general. They always make some banger games. So or can't wait to go through this one as well. Though I have a lot to get through first. I had one loading game from Limited Run Games, and that is Penny's Big Breakaway. I saw this in that Nintendo Direct when it was first announced. I think it's made by the Sonic team or one of the Sonic games team, and this came in. And all the rest of these games are from VGP, like restocks, sales, and whatnot. So yeah, you know VGP. They're a great website, have great deals, great restocks. Honestly, now I have them on like I have their notifications on Twitter. If anything interesting comes up, I'm like, oh okay. And a lot of these restocks, yeah, I had to get them. Anyway, these are Trine 1 through 5, or Trine the Ultimate Collection and Trine 5. Trine was actually pretty expensive at one point where I was going for quite a lot since it only had the first three. But VGP they did I don't know how exactly they worked, but they teamed up with Team THQ Nordic to get all four of the first four on one cartridge, and five was coming out the same time, so they did this Ultimate Collection. So yeah, I heard these games are pretty good. I don't know, the art style kind of like threw me off for a bit. I'm like, am I gonna really enjoy this? But I saw gameplay. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up. We got the Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. This is one of the Trails games, or the Legend of Hero games I was missing. Now all I'm missing on the Switch at least is Nayuta and Cold Steel 4. I want to get all the ones I can on Switch that are released so that when Sky Chapter 1 comes out this year, I'll be able to start it. And it's funny because hopefully they'll remake Sky Chapters 2 and 3 so that I can finally play all the other ones since I have them all. I just want to play them in order since this story is supposed to be really massive. Sinrin Kagura Reflections. I got this for educational purpose thanks to VGP. Now, for these next three, these were part of a back on their Black Friday deal back in December, but they came in January, so I'll count that in here. Captain Velvet Mirror of Jump Plus Dimensions. Now this one's interesting. It's kind of like a tactics game, but you play with Kafka from Kaiju number 8, uh, Lloyd from Spy Family, and a few other like Jump Plus character series. I don't know the name, but Heart Gear, and I believe Ghost Reaper something. It's in my closet, so I can't really see it. But those characters are in there. They're like the top left and top right. So I'm interested in seeing this since you don't really get that many interesting jump or shonen jump games. Like most of the time, they're just arena fighters. So I'm interested to try this out. Happy birthdays! I don't know much about this game. I just know it's made by NIS America, and from what the little I saw of it, it's kind of like Zoo Tycoon, but like I don't know, Minecraft. You build your own biomes and see what happens. That's a pretty bad description. If you want to learn more about this game, just look it up. Since actually, let me see the back of it. Okay, the world is in your hands. Oh, that's in Spanish. Watch as creatures big and small grow in your world. Features a 20-page. Oh wait, no, that's just included in there. Okay, this is pretty cool. It reminds me of Zoo Tycoon, which I really wish they bring to the Switch, but I'm not talking about that right now. And included with those two games, this is the last one within that deal was Process of Elimination. I've always had my mind on this game for a while, but I keep forgetting to get it. It's basically like a Danganronpa style game where you have a lot of people and you have to try to find the killer, I assume, since it's like that. The truth is deadly. Oh, you go with talent. Wait, is this like a tactics game too? I'm looking at the back of it and it kind of looks like there's tactics features in it. Huh, that's interesting. And finally, I have two games for two systems I haven't bought in a long time. One of them being Etrian Odyssey Nexus. Back during their Black Friday sale, I believe it was like early November before like Thanksgiving break and all that. I believe that's when it was. They restocked a bunch of Etrian Odyssey games for the 3DS. And I was in the shower during that sale, so when I saw the tweet and I went to go check if they were in stock, they weren't. So this one, they just reprinted this one back in January, early January, so I snagged it. And last up, in late January, the VGP once again reprinted the Legend of Heroes Trails Gold Steel 1 and 2. Now, if you don't know these two games specifically, these games were hella expensive. Like, we're talking about 80, 90. Every time I look up for a power, I believe, I forgot what it's called, if it's power into it. I'm just saying American version. They would either be out of stock or something like that, and I always wanted the American version. Yeah, I know I'm a American guy, but I already have Cold Steel 1 on the PS4 since they are on Switch, but only in Japan. I'm still confused on why haven't they brought out the Switch. So I got this one so that when the other Trails games or the Legend of Heroes games come out, like the first three Sky games, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna remake chapters 2 and 3. I could get into it pretty quickly. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this pickups video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. What did you pick up this month? Like, I want to know. Tell me what you got. I know I usually do get manga sometimes, but I haven't got any this month since I've been getting through my backlog of manga right now. So, yeah, that's about it.